Well, hello, this is Mr. Retro here, and I'm back at you with another episode. Today, we are going to build ourselves an AFK fish farm. I recently figured out how to do this and how to go AFK while still being on my computer, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, this is going to get us a lot of good drops and kind of get us to progress in the game a lot further. That way, we can start going to do some of the big milestones, like going to the end and then fighting the Ender Dragon and then fighting a Wither and all that good stuff. Alright, so let's get started. I think, everything I'll need. I've got some things for lighting. I've got all my building blocks. I've got all the redstone. I'm going to build a building that's going to go around it, but first I'm going to build the actual farm itself. But let's go ahead and jump to the area that I've got set up for it. Alright, we did not have to come too far. We are just right outside my house, and we are going to be right here in this area. The farm itself doesn't take up a lot of space, but it takes up enough space to kind of get in the way. So I'm going to try to build this all from memory. I just built it in a multiplayer server that I'm playing on as well, and it went pretty well. I was pretty impressed with myself. So we're going to go ahead and just see if we can build this all in one sitting. So the first thing, I need to put some chests, and then a hopper pointing into there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot a stair block. So I'm getting the stair block. As some of you may know, I'm not a huge redstoner. I don't really... I'm not great at it, but I do like to try my hand at it. I kind of understand where most of it comes from, and I understand how you... Oops, I built this one block too high. I understand how you get the end result, but I don't always understand the actual logic behind it. So I just kind of copy what I see. But if you are kind of hesitant about redstone things, but I had 5. Where'd it go? For real? Huh. Anyway, if you are hesitant about that kind of stuff, just know that you're not the only one. It's one of those really kind of scary things to think about. How does the redstone actually function, kind of thing. So it's going to put a slab right here. Now this is going to be where the water sits. Now I'm going to build this up here. Good. Build this up there. Take my water bucket. Okay. So that's a big part of it right there. Standing here, this is what I'm going to be doing for a long time. Ooh, I know there's one more thing I forgot. And I'm going to get it now before I actually need to have it. Because then I will definitely forget it. Now, it is... If you didn't see me talk about this last time, this is the 1.12 update. You get this little crafting menu that pops off to the side. And it's pretty much a guide to help you remember. There's supposed to be a green, what's called a resource book right here, that you can toggle on and off, but I don't think my texture pack supports it right now. So yeah, I have to imagine it's there almost. But yeah, just in case you are confused. So we need this iron trapdoor because it's part of the mechanism back here that kind of tricks the stuff into letting us think we have fish. So this needs to go one block back here and here. And now I will break these off. Okay. Now I need to set down my tripwire hooks, and then we'll lay down some string. all you have to do is just right click on it and it lays the string all the way across. So what's going to happen is that it's going to activate some redstone when it pulls the hook back from the fishing rod, and it activates the redstone to open and close the iron door, which is pretty cool kind of stuff that we have. Okay, let's see, I need to have the note block right here, I believe. Okay. There we go. Oh, no. Oh. It was going to happen eventually. There we go. I knew it was going to happen. It was just, it was time. It was time for me to mess this up. And what's really neat is that you only need redstone right here. But before I put the redstone in, I think this has to go black. One more block. Because this has to go here. There we go. And see if I can just place it. Awesome. All right. And I think, let's see. Set my redstone repeater here, and put this much of a delay on it, so pop it down to the second setting, so there'll be 2 ticks, I guess. And I think that's it. I actually think that's it. Let's test this out. So, let me move some stuff around here. I do have a fishing rod. It isn't great by any means, but hopefully we can get some good books, or better yet, good fishing rods. So what I want to do, I want to get that sweet spot right there. Do you hear the note block going up? So what I do is I sit there and I just hold down right click, and we're going to wait until we see a fish get caught. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. There it is, right there. So we end up getting a fish, and you can see it's not in my inventory. What happens is that the hopper pulled it and put it right back and put it right there, which is awesome. So this works. This works great. All right, now it's time to build the house around it. So I will jump to a cut of me getting started. See you in a little bit. All right, so I've got quite a bit done on this. I added a little bit of glass. You really only need glass right above the water because you need to have either open air or a transparent block. So I'm just going to put some glass. And that's going to be kind of like a little sun area. And I want to make the roof kind of, if we come out here, I kind of want to do something unusual with this roof. It's, again, very using the same palette of blocks. But I want to do something different with the design of the roof. I think I'm going to hide it to make it look like that. But I want it to kind of go, let me see if I can, I want this to be the lowest point. So I want it to kind of curve up slightly. I think that'll be really interesting, especially if you're looking down from the side, you probably won't notice it as much. But if you're up a little higher, or if you see it from another building, you'll see this kind of very interesting roof. And I just want to do something just a little bit different, since this is a kind of a technical build. Even though the redstone in it isn't difficult, it's just the fact that it is this machine that lets me get a whole bunch of good drops. So let's go ahead and let me jump to getting the supplies and everything I need to make this kind of concave roof. Yeah, concave. That's the right word. Okay, so it's starting to take shape. It's not going to be a really dramatic curve, but it is starting to take some shape. And one of the things that I like about it is that I can really just, I need to grab that. I could really just kind of fill in and kind of play around with this area because it's not a huge area, so it's not like I'm given too many options and don't know what to do. I have just enough space to try to make something. Now, the only thing that's a little weird is that the back here is going to be higher, which actually I think is going to turn out really, really pretty interesting. It's going to make it a little asymmetrical, which isn't a bad thing. And especially with a village that's going to have all of these houses and huts that all look very similar, having something like this, I think it's going to be really cool. But yeah, I will go ahead and do a jump, and I'll let you guys know when I'm done, and we'll see how it goes. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so this is the final design. It ended up looking kind of like a shoebox or something. But I do like how it caves down just a little bit. If we go inside, you can see, and we can see how much light it gets because the sun is going down. Now, I don't have a button. Ah, here's my button. Okay. There we go. And there we go. All right, so in here, seems like it gets plenty of light. It is a little dark right here, but nothing can spawn on these because these are upside down slabs anyway. But it does seem to be fairly bright. I'm really digging this design. It's functional, it works. I do get a little bit of space up here. I may just, actually, let's see. Let's just put in just a planks, just to make it nice and flat. All right, so we've got our wood box and our fishing farm in it. Now, I did, when I built the rest of this, I did expand the storage all the way down here. So everything is going to fill up from here and go all the way up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double chests and all the hoppers in between to fill up, which is going to be really cool. So I think tonight I will do an AFK session here and see if we can fill this up. And then the next episode we will check this out. I will make sure and put a note of that and make sure that we write down or we figure out what all I got. And maybe we can come up with a really cool fishing pole. The fishing rods can be really interesting to use. It's not a mechanic most people use except for fishing farms. So not a lot of functions for it except to fish. But I'm going to go ahead and sleep so it turns day. While it's doing that, I want to make sure to remind you guys that if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. I will be posting some updates on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you saw recently, I just got my PS4 Pro, and today, right before I filmed this video, I got my PlayStation VR. That's right, PlayStation VR. I don't have a capture card that can do HD yet, HDMI out yet, but once I do, I will be doing some game capture of me playing along with that. I have a lot of fun stuff planned for you guys. So again, just check out those things. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this episode, try to check me out later. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.